Alright, so I'm here in my garage. I built my mining frame, aluminum, and some steel flat bar that I couldn't find aluminum for. This right here is aluminum. All this back here is aluminum. This is aluminum. This down here is steel. This is flat steel. I couldn't get this in aluminum. So my first attempt really failed. I laid out the motherboard, and I actually drilled holes here and put the risers in to hold the motherboard up off the steel. And this is going to be the power supply. Now, what I didn't consider after I got the motherboard bolted down, the fans put in, was the GPU riser locations on the motherboard. They would not reach the far side with that length of USB. So instead of buying longer USBs, I'm going to redesign this so it's going to look more like something like this. So that my GPU risers are all in the middle. I'll be able to take this one to the far, one to the right, and the M2 slot, I'll take that one to the far left. And then the power supply, which is, well, you'll see that later. Got my power connections here, and the power will reach to the far right GPU, and the other one will reach to this side. So my plan now is redesign these to fit the way I just had it laid out. Peace. Be right back. Okay, so I got the modifications done to the steel flat bars in the right location now to get the motherboard remounted. And I'm going to have to cut out a little bit right here so I can get to all these ports. I got the HP power supply, 1200 watt, 94% efficiency from Parallel Miner, which I also got the new ZSX breakout board that will also be part of the power supply. It goes back here. So I got the acrylic glue that's finally dried, and now I got my SSD mounted to it. Okay, so I also have M.2 risers installed. So this motherboard can handle up to 8 GPUs. And now the GPU riser will reach anywhere on the frame. I have 4 cooling fans. These are 8-inch. Originally was planning to use these for something else. My original mining frame was seized in customs for some reason, I don't know why. So I got my money back and I decided to build my own frame. Now, I just took out my graphics card from my old PC, which is an EVGA 4-to-Win GTX 760. And I just noticed something else. I got another design flaw. So this is something else I got to work on. So when the GPU is sitting here, it's way down in the frame, way down past my fans. So I got to remount this so it's up here. So I got to do some more modifications. Peace. Be right back. Okay, so I just solved the issue where the GPUs were hanging way too low in the frame. As you can see, I bolted on another piece of angle, made it taller. I cut out the piece that was coming from here all the way over to here, raised it up. Well, actually, this is the one I had originally for back here, so that the GPUs could actually rest upon. So this is what I got looking like now. I still have to bolted here and on the other side, but as you can see, it is in the fan range where it's supposed to be. Peace. Be right back. Alright, so I got the bar pop riveted in place. Both sides. Mount the GPU. I've drilled and tapped every GPU location and these screws. I just happen to be a computer parts salesman back in 95, 96, so I had a bunch of extra leftover screws, so that was a plus. My next step is I have to support the GPU. This bar that I had to use here was originally for that. This piece is the piece I had to cut out to raise this up. So now I'm going to cut these down to fit here to here. Now I'm going to go back out to Lowe's and get another one of these to go from here to the other side so that the GPU can rest on it. Peace. Be back. Alright, I'm back now. Got some more modifications done. I got this put in, and then the support bar for the GPUs. You see I bolted it down. You can see here how it's resting right here. And I went ahead and, well, first of all, you see it's fairly level. Close enough. Don't really think it matters. But doing another mock-up, make sure the power leads are long enough. Down here is where the breakout board is going to go. Now I also super glued or Gorilla glued acrylic pieces in down here, and then I got another one here, another one there. That is to keep this from doing this on the mining rig. And this is velcroed with a piece of wood, like similar to this, underneath it, because there's really no way to mount this. And I've seen other miners on YouTube just velcro it. So that's how I did that. So currently I'm waiting for the glue to dry really good before I put the breakout board down in there. And that's where I'm at right now. Peace. Be right back. Alright, so I took it all apart, getting ready to paint it. So you can see how it's put together. Some pop rivets. Went through about 50 of them. And these are the holes to mount the cooling fans. And it's pretty strong. Ain't going nowhere. You see here, motherboard standoffs. Got 6 of them. And acrylic that I glued in for supporting the breakout board, and acrylic for mounting the SSD drive. That's what it looks like. Now originally I wasn't going to paint it, but because these are steel, I have to. And I don't know, maybe just to hide some of these scratches. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but that's it. Next time you see it, it'll be painted. Okay, so I got this thing painted now. I'm giving it a name now. Meet Copperhead. That's 2 coats of copper, 2 coats primer. Well, actually, copper might be, I don't know, 3 to 4 coats on it. Basically, I used some spray paint that I had here at the house. This is it right here. Yeah, I know it's a high dollar paint for what I'm doing, but I had it here at the house, not being used. That was primer. Here's another one. This is the actual copper color. And again, here at the house, not being used. Been sitting here for 2-3 years. So again, there's 2 cans of the copper and 1 can of the primer. But there it is, painted. Peace. Be right back.